Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Mesa City Council study session for Monday, March the 6th. All of our council is present with the exception of Ms. Spilsbury, who is ill and is excused from this meeting. Item 1 on our agenda is to review the agenda for tonight's regular council meeting. I know we went over that in pretty good detail on Thursday. But council, any additional questions we have about tonight's meeting? Okay. All right. Thank you. I think it might be a pretty short meeting upstairs. I don't see anything off of consent. Next item on our agenda then, item 2 is a presentation to provide direction on the revised City Council strategic priorities. Now, we looked at this a week ago, and Natalie, thank you for continuing to wordsmith this document for us.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. For the public at home, just a quick reminder that the City Council every year gets together off-site in a less formal setting to talk about your strategic priorities for the City of Mesa moving forward. And these statements that you create help us identify where we need to have our priorities or shift resources in order to meet what you and the community members want for Mesa. So we went over them last week, and you guys we had a pretty robust conversation. We took another stab at this. We tried to incorporate almost everybody's comments that we could get into it, and we're hoping this is a closer version for you as we move forward for it. So I'll go ahead and just read each of the statements like I did last week, and you guys can let me know if we're closer and we've captured the concept of what you're trying to get. So innovation, inclusion, and outstanding services are the Mesa way. The City of Mesa delivers innovative services and inclusive solutions for all residents, businesses, and visitors through 6 strategic priorities. Community health and safety. Mesa is committed to safe and secure neighborhoods, parks, and businesses. We deliver public safety and community health through responsive, compassionate, and inclusive services.
I like that. I'm just wondering if we take a lot of pride in having a best in class fire and police department. So I'm tempted to put some sort of something in front of public safety. We deliver outstanding public safety, or we deliver world class, or I mean, I don't. Is that saying too much? Maybe it is. Maybe just.
Outstanding is a good word.
Yeah.
Outstanding, excellent.
That was just my only reaction to this was, yeah, we do the job. I mean, I think we aspire to be more than that, right?
Cutting edge.
You want to say that?
That's probably why we didn't put something in front of it.
Yeah.
Not that we just were talking about.
Everybody will have a different word to insert in front of it. Say again, Scott?
Scott thought about cutting edge public safety and community health.
Usually for public safety, for both sides, we'll use the word responsive. And that can mean both meeting the needs as well
It's
as
in there.
space.
Yeah, you got it in there.
So you could move that up. So you do use that.
Outstanding kind of captures what I was thinking, but
Outstanding is fine.
Okay, moving on. We'll go with
Everybody okay with that?
outstanding.
thank you.
Skilled and talented workforce. Every Mesa resident has access to exceptional education and the opportunity for employment success. We are forging a future-ready workforce through business and education partnerships and robust workforce training and development.
I like it.
Okay?
You got rid of the youth part, so it's.
Not so fast, Natalie. Come on. The thing that I think might be missing from this is the way we do this. We are not in the education business, right? We
Right.
say that from the very get. We are in the supporting education business, and so this is. I don't read in here. Maybe I need to read it again. We partner with the higher education institutions. We partner with the K-12 districts. We partner with, other community organizations. We're not the primary,
Right.
heavy lifter when it comes to education and workforce training.
So what if you just substituted part 4, Jane, with you support a future-ready workforce for business? Would that be better?
Yeah?
It does say through business and education partnerships.
Oh, does it? See,
Yeah.
okay.
You have-
Where does it say
you
that?
have partnerships in there.
We are forging a future ready through business and education partnerships. There you go. Well, then disregard everything I just said. Through business and education partnerships. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
Okay?
Strong community connections. Mesa inspires community confidence by emphasizing the importance of transparency, providing services the Mesa way, and pursuing communications and engagement with all Mesa residents, businesses, and community partners.
I like it.
Okay. Neighborhoods and placemaking. Mesa's neighborhoods and community spaces are well-connected, clean, safe, and welcoming. They are economically and socially dynamic places, are culturally vibrant and attractive, and are served by quality infrastructure.
To me, this is an aspirational statement. I mean, there are certainly, Mesa is part of the real world, and so sometimes this description is not 100% accurate if you were to drive around and look at all of the places in our city. So, but I think it absolutely needs to be our goal, right? So I don't,
And that's all of these also.
That's
Yeah.
what these are, broad goals.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I guess everyone understands that the real world applies to all of these aspirational statements, right? Okay, thanks.
Okay. Councilmember Duff, did you want to say something, or are you okay?
The only other comment, if you didn't want, say they are economically and socially dynamic, blah, blah, blah. Just say, we strive for economically, I don't know, is that too soft? Or maybe we should just make the statement of as is.
Yeah, think of the statement as your vision. That's kind of how we're trying to write it.
And we've written all of them that way, so I think you'd have to
Yeah.
change everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we're striving to do all of these, every one of these, so.
Okay. Thriving economy. Mesa's economy is strong, diverse, and sustainable. We foster an environment for successful business retention and growth and the intentional creation of entrepreneurial, high-quality jobs.
I like that too.
Agreed.
Okay. And last but not least, sustainable environment. Mesa proactively and responsibly reduces urban heat, carbon emissions, and waste by protecting and conserving our valuable water supplies, environment, and other natural resources. Valuable water supplies, environment, and other natural resources.
Well, personally, I think this encompasses what we do as our vision, our city, and all our climate action and sustainable goals that we do. So we don't want to get it too wordy.
Right.
I think this is very concise and matches what we strive to do.
Yeah, we changed this to sustainable environment from the last version and added more emphasis on our water supplies because that's a core concept and need.
I'm trying not to
Okay.
gush, I like it a lot. I'd like to put it on the side of all of our city vehicles. I mean, I think it's just, it's almost bumper sticker worthy, I just wish we could take a word or two out of it, because I think it really does a great job of, I don't have any changes for it, I just think it's turned out really good.
But related to that, Mayor, our intention is not only to finalize these, and we'll create some new icons that follow what they are, but we have heard from council in the past that you want us to get these out in the community a little bit more, and so that the public really sees them and understands them and knows that this is what we live by. So I'll be working with the PIO department on that as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see us embrace this. I've spoke with two of my council members today about what are the next steps for example, the Million Tree Challenge. So, I mean, I think we do want to be engaged on this topic and be more, and be messaging. This is part of the messaging we
Yep.
want to send out, is
Right.
partner with this, on this topic. So I think it's great.
So more to come.
Great.
And I might just add, I mean, every year, we're going to change this up maybe just a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a work in progress,
No,
right?
every year we meet, the council meets. First, one of the things we do is go through this
Strategic
again.
priorities,
Yeah.
right.
All right, thanks.
Thank
I was
you.
just-
Thank you, Natalie.
I was just hoping that we'd talk longer because we don't have a lot else to do on this meeting, but thank you, Natalie. Next item on our agenda, item 3 is to acknowledge receipt of various meeting minutes. Is there a motion to that effect? Thank you, Mr. Freeman and Mr. Summers. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, that passes unanimously. Item 4 is our current events and conferences attended. Council, I know you've been busy. Anything you'd like to share with us? Who would like to go first? Ms. Duff?
Oh, I'm always a good default.
All right.
Okay. On Friday, the mayor and Councilmember Spilsbury and I attended Benchmark Precision Technologies Grand Opening Celebration in District 4. They provide state-of-the-art clean rooms assembly to support the growth of semiconductor, aerospace, defense, and industrial industries. Something around microchips is very complex, and I'm glad to have them here. And they are increasing their workforce dramatically. Their headquarters are in Tempe. They're part of a global business, so more jobs ahead. On Friday, I don't know. Didn't write which day. I attended the ULI 2D Guerrero Park Mural District Art Walk in Guerrero Park. We completed the murals with ULI commission murals with the community in 2019, and there's been some additions in the adjacent neighborhood since. So there are placemaking murals with stories of the culture and neighborhood. So thank you to ULI, the sponsors, supporters, artists, community members in the neighborhood for participating in the project. It really makes a very rich neighborhood in Guerrero Park. On Friday, we also attended the mayor was there, Councilmember Spilsbury, I think just the three of us, the South Pacific Island Festival opening and at the plaza at City Center on noon on Friday. The celebration went through Saturday. We appreciate having them in a multicultural. Along the lines of being multicultural, we also had Masks Alive yesterday in Pioneer Park. It's a recurring multicultural festival of music, dance, art, and foods. And on Saturday, I missed it, but we had a multicultural festival at Porter Elementary School with the East Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So I'm very proud of the multicultural festivals that we have throughout the city. It certainly is, diversity is our pride and strength in Mesa. I feel like I'm covering everything. There's some District 6 events. Do you want to talk about Phoenix Mesa Gateway? Well, no, you weren't there. You weren't even there. But Councilmember Freeman and Councilmember Goforth, we did a presentation. There's a presentation at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. I stayed for the presentation. Maybe you want to expand upon. I had to leave, but there was a tour of all the many accomplishments at the airport and the expansion not only of the airport but the surrounding businesses. It is phenomenal, actually. And the mayor and I also attended the Agave Ridge Behavioral Health Hospital groundbreaking, which is also nearby, and so glad to have them in our community, to have that resource that is desperately needed. I think I talked long enough. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You covered quite a bit. Thank you very much. Who else would?
Ladies
I-
first.
well, but I don't want to mention your event, which is
Fine.
as Councilmember Duff said, we went to Gateway Airport today and were updated on some of their new developments. And then Councilmember Freeman and I took a tour, which was very informative, and they have a lot going on there. It was great to be out there and see what's happening. I also attended the A's game on Saturday, along with Councilmember Summers and Freeman and Mayor Giles and Heredia, Councilmember Heredia, and that was great. That was their, not their opening day, but their council welcome game. It's always nice to be out there. It's a great stadium. And then, of course, went to Lehigh Days, spent a little bit of time, which was a fun experience. That was my first Lehigh Days rodeo. So I enjoyed seeing that. You had a great crowd, but I'll let you talk about that.
We had on Saturday, Read On Mesa Literacy Summit at Dobson Ranch Library. It was greatly attended by residents, so thank you all the staff from the library and everybody else who participated in that event. The mayor and I and Councilwoman Spilsbury read some books to preschool students, so it was a good event.
It was.
Well, do you want to go next?
No.
So we had a great Lehigh Days. Thank you for coming. Councilmember Spilsbury was there. We had about 3,000 people and 600 entries and contestants. Had a great time. Had some injuries, but nothing that they couldn't recover from. You know, when you play with livestock, you expect to get hurt a little bit.
That's why
but-
people go.
Pardon?
That's why people go to watch.
Exactly. Fed about 2,800 people on a barbecue. We had pony rides and a petting zoo. So it was a fun family event. So thank you to the city for what they did too. Actually, the Mesa Historical Museum has a play ball exhibit starting now. It's in partnership with the Cactus League, the Arizona Spring Training Experience. So you can go down to the Mesa Historical Museum now till through January and see a great baseball experience. So thank you for all those supporting all of us in our different endeavors. It's time-consuming and enjoyable. Thanks. Scott, your turn.
Thank you. It really was a busy weekend, and so it was fun to have a lot to do. The only things that I had that hasn't already been mentioned is on Sunday, there were a couple of things. St. Luke's Lutheran Church on Stapley is really a wonderful congregation. They really, as we've all been to the Building the Beds event in their parking lot, but that's just a regular weekend for them. They are, every day they're very engaged in serving the community. So they had We Love Our City weekend, where all weekend long they had a lot of different things that their congregation was doing to support nonprofits, and so I went to a barbecue. My donation to the event was participating in the barbecue as a consumer of barbecue. But anyway, just a shout out to that congregation. They really, it's a lot more than a church. They really are a great social service agency in our city. Also on Sunday, I spoke to a group of, just a great event out at the Mesa Convention Center. This group from across the country of master automobile technicians. Yeah. Anyway, it was fun to see. These folks are in Mesa for like 3 or 4 days. The economic impact from this one event is meant several hundred to $1,000 just in direct income to the city for the use of our facilities there. So it was great to see our convention center being used well, and all the hotels and restaurants, and economic impact from that event. So appreciate folks supporting our facilities and contributing to the economy. So I think we've all had a busy few days. If there's nothing else, the next item on our agenda is Mr. Brady. What's our schedule of future meetings look like?
Thank you, Mayor. For the full council, there will be no study session this Thursday, March 9th. There is a SAT committee meeting. Is it 8:30? 8:30. 8:30 on Thursday morning. But for the rest of the council, we won't be having a regular study session. And the next meeting of the city council will be, for the full council, will be Thursday, March 16th at 7:30. Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. That concludes our agenda for this meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn? Thank you, Mr. Summers. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. We will reconvene at 5:45 upstairs. Thank you.